Welcome back to Less Cash, More Mash. My name's Tom.
And I'm Mike.
And today, we're cracking open a new bottle of Maker's Mark, BEP. So this one comes courtesy of super fan of the channel, Steve. Not only courtesy of him, he went on vacation out to the beautiful state of Hawaii. And while he was out there, he happened to find it out there. So he had that. We still have yet to see any of these anywhere near us in our area. So a huge thank you to Steve once again for coming up with this bottle. That's crazy. So this comes in at 109.6 proof. We got it for $68.99. It just came out in March of 2023. It's made, the company is Beam Suntory. It's made, of course, distiller is Maker's Mark. It is a 70% corn, 16% wheat, 14% malted barley. The BEP actually stands for Barrel Entry Point Proof. Oh, I thought I felt it snap, like the other one that cracked open.
Synthetics usually don't, but
I didn't know it was synthetic, but it felt like it gave. So Makers uses a unique barrel entry proof. They only put it in at 110 proof, where most people, I believe, put it in at 125. I know other people are changing up and doing different ones. But so it basically starts out as Maker's Mark, and then they add 10 virgin toasted American oak staves that are placed into an empty barrel, and then they fill it back up, and they put it in for an undisclosed amount of time after that. So it's similar to the 46, but they use the French oak staves. This one, they use virgin toasted American oak staves.
Those jumps crazy right
Does
off
it?
the bat. Well, to me,
Oh, yeah, it does.
that's nothing.
Now, at the
This is
109.6 proof, that's like my happy land usually anyways. That's usually a good... I got to be honest with you. I went back to Makers the other day. Like, I haven't had Makers in a while.
I don't have one at the house.
No, and it wasn't the regular Makers. I actually drank one of the many up there. And after I drank it, I was like, man, I don't know why I don't go to this more often. Like, it's really usually pretty good. Now, the wood finishing series has always been good. I haven't tried it yet. Someone's distracting me over here. If you hear a bunch of loud noise and stuff, the town's cutting down a bunch of big trees in my front yard, so we apologize for the extra noise.
That's a nice oaky. I think that might have more oak than their oak series.
Mm-hmm.
This is it?
Mm-hmm.
Well, then it's
This is the last. So people were up in arms. Oh, that is very good. Right on your finish there.
Yeah, it is.
That was my little baby sip, so I figured I'd just start talking and then give some things afterwards. But
I'm like,
this is their final version of the wood finishing series. So people were like, "No, don't get rid of it." I don't believe they're going to totally stop it, but they're going to branch off into something else. Is what the rumor is.
Don't matter. It doesn't come here anyway.
So
see, we already stopped it.
That's the whole thing. Again, because I don't think we got the last one. The last Makers we did when we had to do them, I think he got that down in Kentucky when he was down there.
I think you're right. It was not up here.
We got to make Steve is the honorary member of the third member of this whole thing. He's hands down the best shopper we have on this channel.
To find it,
that he keeps finding them.
I do a shitload of shopping, but they're just not there.
Oh, again, when he went on vacation, I went to Connecticut, Rhode Island,
I know,
and I didn't find any of the good ones. That I found a lot of other stuff that I bought, but
he is the Larceny, the Elijahs, they still haven't made it here yet.
No.
Bookers. He's the king of Bookers, wherever his secret hidings are.
Been finding them. Well, he found the last one, I believe, was in Rhode Island. So that really does have a nice. That's a really nice oaky finish at the end for sure.
And not like it gives you more of a hug than like a blast in your mouth for a heat.
Mm-hmm.
It's more like here.
Right. It's not hot at all to drink.
No. You'll feel it here more than there.
And it's funny because it's only 109 proof, so you don't usually get that really nice hug until it gets down.
This one sets up, and these are little sips. So if you did a shot of this, it'd definitely hold on.
Yep.
This is.
I'm trying to get this.
Not upsetting.
No, not at all. It gives me like that typical Woodford. The Makers. Like I think I'm, you know how you say like I was gonna just, that's exactly what I was getting at. I'm getting that normal like wheat smell, but I thought I was getting a fruit in the front, but I can't
I am
pinpoint.
getting like a. It's kind of a bright fruit too.
Mm-hmm.
This is very good. It's just sad we can't get them.
I tried to leave it on my tongue that time just to see if I could get the. It's not like a cherry though. I'm not getting like a cherry
No.
off of it. I'm getting more like a.
It
Almost
almost
like-
if you get like a tart or a hard grape.
I was just gonna say like a green apple to me, like
Well-
you know when you get that like that. It's not like a trick.
Well, we're both in a tart later.
Right, that's what I'm saying. I was gonna say like a green apple when you take like a Granny Smith and you're like, whoa, that's a sour one, or a nice plum.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? When you get them really good plums
with a good skin.
that hit you, and you're like, nah,
Which would be
that's
like
a-
the good grape type
right,
deal.
right, it's same thing,
This is very good.
and not those nasty cotton candy grapes. Can't stand them things.
Cotton candy.
You've never had a cotton candy grape? They're a little green grape. It actually tastes like you're having cotton candy. They just.
I think I go right by them.
Yep, yep. My wife loves them, and then you eat them, and you're like, no, that's not a good green grape.
No.
No, this is actually very good. Now, is
very
it
good.
as good as the other ones? Stay tuned. We'll have to see because
I don't think it's gonna fall off the chart.
no, it's right there. But you know how it is. You really can't tell like when you try to compare off of memory. You know how long ago it's been since we drank one
I'm
of
just
them.
saying, if you see this in a store and you want to spend $70, it's well worth the $70.
Oh, I hands down agree with that. Although you know what, I got to be honest with you. Going back, I don't think there's a makers we have on the shelf that I wouldn't rebuy again. To include, I looked at the regular one the other day.
So the only one still that I remember the most was, I think it was the original 46 that was like $50 or whatever. And that was only
the one you complain about.
It was
you mean.
yeah, it was a minimal.
Yeah.
It was a minimal proof, and
Yep.
for the money, I didn't think that was worth the extra money. The rest of them,
to me though, it definitely had more flavor than the regular original.
but I liked the one from the store. I thought was a little bit better from Total Wine, which was almost like the 46 amped up.
Yeah, but that was more money too. You're
Probably
talking
a
the
little
wood
bit.
finishing one, right? Because you paid the most out of all of them for that one.
Yeah, maybe so.
That was like $79, I think, for that one when you paid it. But it was definitely. I mean, this. I'm super glad he found it. I really wish I could have found the other one. Then we'd have all of them if we ever found FAE 1. Well, actually, there was one series before that too, but that was before the channel's time, anyways. But no,
I don't even see them lingering around.
No,
Up here,
you don't even see them.
all the reps, all our guys say that they're having a problem getting makers to here. All their specialty ones, they get just the regular makers in a 46 is typically, and or if they bought a bottle or a barrel and then they got their own.
Yeah, the only
name on it.
makers that I've ever found in the store is just the regular barrel proof, the barrel strength one, or the 46 barrel strength one. I bought those. But like any of the wood finishing, any of the specialties, I've never seen them up here. You know, they just, again, we've gotten a few, and again, sorry about the chainsaw. They just got off a break. But, you know, definitely worth every penny if you can find it for sure.
I agree.
Eventually, we'll try to put them all together and see which one comes out on top.
That is really good flavor.
It is very good. So there you go.
Not disappointed at all.
No.
with this one.
I'm trying to remember who else. I think most people barrel entry proof is like 125. So that's the uniqueness. But I know there's a few others that have started switching up on what it actually goes into. But there you go. We can keep it short and sweet then, because
Well, we're reloading, so
other that that wouldn't hurt my feelings either. So there you go. There's our short and sweet Maker's Mark review wood finishing series. Again, thank you very much, Steve, for lugging this
yes,
back.
thank you.
I think it's funny that it had to fly all the way to Hawaii to make it back to Massachusetts, but you know, it is what it is. It probably would have never made it to Massachusetts any other way. So
Not yet so far.
well, there you go. I apologize if you were waiting for the other video that I'm going to bump to get this one out, because we've been searching since March to try to get this one to come out, and we finally found it. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Spend less, drink more. Cheers.
Subscribe.